So basically, when the first time I had sex, I was 14, and it wasn't enjoyable in a way. It was kind of like, I don't know, it's basically, it wasn't what I was expected. Like, one, I was kind of 14, sorry, so it was like, I didn't know, what I was doing, and I was also following the crowd as well, like everyone else was doing it. So yeah, basically it wasn't great. And if I could go back in time, I'd just be like, don't do it. Um, but the guy, he was like a year older than me. He went to a different school, and he also played for his football team, which was pretty cool. And I just happened to be like with my friend one day. We were just out, my friend Rachel, and he was out with his friend. And my friend Rachel and his friend just happened to be mutual friends. So we just kind of got talking, and then I got proper talking. And yeah, he just basically, well, I was saying to him like, oh, I'm gay. And he just said, oh, me too, but don't tell anyone. And basically afterwards, we just kind of linked up a couple of times, and that happened. So, nothing, it was great, but nothing actually happened afterwards. Like, we didn't link up. I've still got him on Facebook, but like nothing actually happened. I think he's still in the closet, so like I didn't say anything. The first time actually was in his car, which was pretty crazy. But he basically just turned around and he was like, "Do you want to have sex?" And I was like, "Okay." And he had a condom on him, so I was like, I felt I pretty much had to. And it was okay, but it wasn't like properly enjoyable. Like, because I think everyone thinks it's gonna be amazing, like your first time, because like, you just see it, people doing it, and I don't know. It's really hard to explain, but basically, it felt like an activity, like not like passion, but actually like, like you're actually doing something, and there was nothing behind it. And in that way, it was really disappointing. But yeah, basically, it was, I don't know, it was just, I did it. But I thought, it was going to be like one of those movie moments, like one of those, cliche movie moments with like flipping and like people with crazy positions and stuff. But it wasn't like that, to be honest. So yeah, it was disappointing in that sense. But the second time, that was much better, actually. The second time, like, it wasn't any physically different like the second time, but it was like there was no pressure on it. Like, I'd done it before, so it was kind of like more of an emotional feeling, really, in a way. So yeah, I was I thought I'd give it a thumbs up. It was great. But afterwards, as I said, we didn't actually like get into anything. Like, we linked up a couple of times after, but nothing actually happened. It was just, he's halfway across the country. It was really difficult to communicate. But now, well, when I think about it now, I'm 16 now, so I'm 2 years older. So I don't know. I think I feel a little bit better about myself now. Like, because back then, I think, when you're 14, biologically, you're not really ready to have sex. But yeah, like, thinking about it now, like, well, when people asked me before, like, do you want to have sex? I was like, okay, like, yay, let's have sex. But now it's kind of like, okay, like, I'm gonna do this. Like, I'm gonna have sex. Like, come on, like, it's like, I actually have more of an emotional feeling to it now. I actually have a lot of stuff in my mind, you know, about sex now, and I don't think I realised that until now. I'm Daniel Harris, and I just played Stephano. I was like, oh my days, because you sent an email saying like this is quite difficult, quite a challenging piece, and I was like, oh, right, okay. And then I saw it, I was like, he's gay. I was like, okay, yeah, because I've never done gay before. But I was like, okay, I'm just going to take it on. When I was younger, I was really insecure, and he strikes me that when he was younger, he was really insecure too, because he was kind of, well, when he was explaining like how the other guy was just like, do you want to have sex? And he was just like, okay. Like, you know, that's pretty much it. He didn't seem to have a voice, and he was also explaining how, you know, now 2 years later when he was 16, he felt much better about himself, and he thinks that helps with the whole sexual experience too. So yeah, in that way, I think I can respect that, you know, like confidence, like plays a big thing, and it's been something that I've worked on like for almost my whole life. But so yeah, in that sense, I could really feel for him, because it's kind of like, there's kind of no reason to just feel down about yourself, but I could tell that he kind of didn't have much enthusiasm, but now he does, which is great, so yeah.